Major housing market update. The Denver Metro is shaping up to have an extremely busy 2024. Spring selling season hasn't even officially hit yet, and we just saw a 30% increase in new listings. What does it mean for you in this housing market in the coming months? We'll break it all down for both buyers and sellers. Hey everybody, Ryan Haarer, Denver area realtor here. This video is broken up into sections for both buyers and sellers, so feel free to jump around in the chapters. However, I think if you watch the whole thing, it will give you great perspective on the market as a whole and give you an even better chance of winning in the 2024 real estate market. Before I give you my keys to winning in this market for both buyers and sellers, let's take a look at what the latest data tells us about where we currently stand. Interest rates are the biggest indicator of demand and activity, but they've not changed much at all in the first few months of 2024, still hovering around 7% for a 30-year mortgage. Historically, not all that high, but compared to the last 20 years, they are definitely elevated. This, of course, affects how much a home buyer can afford, and that led to one of the slowest years in the real estate market in 2023. But many home buyers and sellers who were sitting on the fence last year have decided to jump into the market early in 2024 despite those rates. They're tired of waiting, and buyers know that when lower rates come, competition for those homes will increase even more than what we're seeing now. More on that competition in just a bit. As I mentioned, sellers put 30% more homes on the market in February compared to January, 22% more than the same time a year ago. This is a welcome sign, giving buyers more to choose from, and more inventory is on the way, as spring is typically the time that most sellers get their homes up for sale. Spring has apparently come early though, with 13% more active listings at the end of February than the end of January. And that is a big indicator of what sellers need to be focused on in the coming months. So to recap what I just said about the data from February of 2024, more sellers put up their homes for sale in February. The numbers show more buyers made offers and put many of those homes under contract, but there were significantly more homes still on the market without an offer on them at the end of the month. So what does this tell us? Sellers, despite the slowest year in Denver real estate in a very long time, your equity has held up beautifully. Congratulations, you are likely sitting on a ton of equity. There were very little value loss in most zip codes in 2023, and I have some tips in just a minute to make the very most of your sale should you choose to list this year. But first, put yourself in the buyer's shoes. So buyers are not only having to pay close to top dollar, but they also have to take on a mortgage with these elevated rates in many cases, increasing their monthly payments. After paying top dollar, are they going to want to replace your broken furnace, worn out roof, or paint your lime green walls? No. Buyers are being very discerning right now. They're sensitive to homes that are overpriced. Remember, they have lots of data too, especially if they're working with a good agent. Homes that are overpriced are sitting in this market. You don't want to leave any money on the table, but I am seeing homes that are priced at or even slightly under market value are bringing the best offers, and oftentimes multiple offers and bidding wars. Buyers are also oftentimes waiting for a turnkey home, and that combined with a great listing price is a recipe for success. That's homes that are well prepared, priced properly, marketed properly. Those are only spending a weekend or two on the market in most price points. Median days on market across the Denver metro area is around 23 days right now. So if you go 4 to 6 weeks without an offer, it may be time to reevaluate your position in the market and your pricing. Now, I'm not suggesting you go and remodel your kitchen to be a turnkey home. In fact, in most cases, it will be not worth the time and money to do a big renovation, but I am suggesting you do the following. First, ensure all your major systems, your sewer lines, your furnaces have been cleaned and are in good working order. Go a step further and get a report from the licensed contractor who did that cleaning, having them stating the system is in good working order. Then use that report in your marketing. Buyers love peace of mind. 2, put a handyman to work. Find all the little things in your home that need repair and take care of them. Loose doorknobs, leaky faucets, ripped screens, burnt out bulbs. Make the buyer feel like there's nothing that needs to be done. 3, paint and carpets are some of the best returns on investment when preparing your home. Neutral colors make the space feel bigger, lighter, and brighter. New carpet not only gives that new home look, but also a new home smell and feel. 4, lighting, faucets, and door handles are an easy and relatively cheap way to upgrade a space. If you have an older home, talk to a realtor about what might look better. Finally, and this is the single most important piece, declutter and deep clean. If you are still going to be living in the home while showings are happening, Pack up and move as many of your personal effects out of the home as possible. You can use your garage as storage, but the home itself should really only have furniture and home decor visible during showings. When all of that hard work has been completed, make sure you're working with an agent who is going to go above and beyond when it comes to getting attention for your listing. In 2024, sellers need more than just a few photos on Zillow. I'm talking video tours, social media advertising, 3D walkthroughs, floor plans, custom websites, open houses, professionally designed brochures, and mailers. The more eyes on your listing, the better chance you have of making all the hard work come together into a great offer or multiple offers. Let's get to buyers. Great news. You have more to choose from with more sellers entering the market, but there are also many more buyers who have joined you in this market, increasing competition on those turnkey, properly priced homes. Now, this isn't 2021 where there were a dozen offers coming in 30% over asking price on a single home, but when you do see the one, get ready to put your best foot forward. The biggest piece of advice I can give you is arm yourself with information and a strategy in 2024. Don't just head out looking at every house you like on the internet. My buyers, for instance, start with a 1-hour meeting in my office to game plan. We get specific about what they want in a home and how much it's going to cost to achieve that goal. And most importantly, we talk about the different ways we can write an offer to ensure we win the deal and still feel comfortable making that purchase. Every offer looks different depending on a wide variety of factors, but on competitive homes, you may consider limiting inspection requests, not the inspection itself. Never buy a home without doing an inspection, but you may consider telling the seller you won't object to certain items. If you're bidding over ask, you may want to consider appraisal gap coverage. We might want to talk to your lender about a quick close, or you may want to offer the seller a free rent back for a month after closing. On the flip side, you may come across a home that's overpriced or may need a little work, more work than other buyers are willing to put in after closing. And for those homes that have been on the market a while and they're out there, you gain lots of negotiating power. One of the most popular forms of a seller credit right now is an interest rate buy down, in which you ask the seller to pay for a reduction in your interest rate for 2, even 3 years. And the most common would be a 2-1 buy down, in which the current 7% interest rate is reduced to 5% the first year, 6% the second year, and of course, everyone buying a home at current rates will eventually want to refinance when rates do drop. Point is, there is a large menu of items when it comes to approaching a deal as a buyer. Make sure you have a plan. While I don't have a crystal ball, interest rates are predicted to tick down by industry analysts later this year. When they do, even more buyers will enter the market and more sellers will feel comfortable listing their homes to go find something more suitable for them. But I think the dynamics will remain for some time. Sellers who put in the work up front will reap the benefits, and buyers will either face stiff competition for top-tier homes or find deals in sellers' mistakes. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps. If you want more market data, I've linked information below. And as always, I am a resource to you, your friends, and family. If you have a question about the market or need help buying or selling, please reach out. My contact information is below. See you next time.